Trinidad and Tobago's finance minister and central bank governor disagree on the cost of accommodating Venezuelan migrants, and in sport, that's South Africa in a spot of bother on the opening of the ICC World Cup in London. I'm Ricardo Roberts, and this is Caribbean in 10 for Thursday, May 30th, 2019. We'll be back with the details after the break. Trinidad and Tobago's Finance Minister Com Imbert does not agree with the central bank's estimate of how much it would cost the country to accommodate Venezuelans that have been flocking to the Twin Island Republic. On Tuesday, Central Bank Governor Dr. Alvin Hilaire put that cost at about 620 million TT dollars per year. But Imbert, who is currently acting as Prime Minister, says he's surprised at that figure, and he denied that the government can or plans to spend any such amount.
Still early because the situation, the registration is just going to start and so forth. But we try to look at everything very clearly and precisely and in a forward-looking manner. So that is why we are examining the Venezuela situation.
The nation was shocked when Central Bank Governor Dr. Alvin Hilaire made this declaration on Tuesday. Apparently, it shocked the acting Prime Minister as well. He read out statistics from the UNHCR Refugee Agency. They've registered 12,257 Venezuelans in this country applying for asylum. And for 2019, 502 Venezuelans have overstayed their visas. Imbert says he believes the central bank's figures are tied to the number of Venezuelans, which would have access to all of our social services, including education and housing. But that's not what they're getting with this registration.
The figures show that in 2019, the numbers that are coming are very small, and therefore, if there was any impact, and we don't believe there is any, it would have occurred in 2018, 17, and 16, and it cannot possibly impact on the 2020 budget. So that was a very unfortunate statement made by the central bank. It is not scientific. It is not based on any facts. It is not based on any known formula, and it is based on a number of wrong assumptions.
The central bank governor also said government can access funds from international aid organizations to help with the situation. There were rumors government was already planning to. Imbert says there's no plan to do so.
Because we believe we can handle our own situation. We do not require international aid at this point in time.
That report from Keishan Haynes of TV6 News. The Bahamas government has presented a $2.62 billion budget to Parliament outlining a series of tax relief and environmental protection measures. Finance Minister Peter Turnquest announced duty reductions worth $28 million in revenue, mainly for educational supplies and equipment and household implements and goods. The government has also reduced the duty on musical instruments, allowed trailers for commercial fishing boats to be eligible for duty exemption, and amended the Spirits and Beer Manufacture Act to make microbrewers eligible for import duty concessions. Now, measures to protect the environment were also introduced, including reducing the duty on new vehicles, harmonizing rates on new electrical and hybrid vehicles, increasing the duty on biodegradable and compostable plastic shopping bags, and reducing the duty on reusable cloth shopping bags. The government said those measures are in line with its planned ban on plastic by January 2020. Haitian police say at least 15 underage girls were raped during a 2-month period that ended on Tuesday this week. The disclosure came after after more than 1,000 Haitians took to the streets to denounce sexual violence in the capital Port-au-Prince. The protest was triggered by the rape of 2 students by several gang members. Deputy spokesman of the National Police of Haiti, Gary Desrosiers, said at least 22 women and girls, including 15 minors, were raped in the metropolitan area of Port-au-Prince during the period March 20th to May 28th, and he urged victims to lodge complaints with the authorities. 10 people have been arrested so far, but activist Pascal Solages says the number of reported cases represented only a minority of overall victims. She charged that at least 10 people are raped every day in Haiti, and rape is becoming a form of repression against women in working class neighborhoods and in universities across the country. And stay with us, your Midday Sport is next.
Welcome to this year's 50th Caribbean Broadcast Union Assembly on the island of San Andres. San Andres is a small archipelago located in between Jamaica and Panama in the Western Caribbean Sea. A lush, exotic island rich in culture, history, gastronomy, and breathtaking scenic views. Known for its beaches and 7-colored crystalline waters, the island of San Andres will be proudly hosting this year's event. CBU members will enjoy top-of-the-line accommodations for an unforgettable experience in San Andres, connecting Caribbean nations through this year's 50th edition of the CBU Assembly.
World Cup action has started with England's opening batsman Jason Roy alongside Joe Root and Ben Stokes striking half centuries that left South Africa on the back foot and chasing a mammoth total of 311 for 8th in the first match of the ICC Cricket World Cup. Roy smashed a 53-ball 54 after the English side was sent in to bat at Kennington Oval in London. Root added 51, while Ben Stokes had a top-scoring knock of 89 off 79 balls. Right-arm fast bowler Lusani Ndidi was the pick of the bowlers, capturing figures of 3 for 66, while leg spinner Imran Tahir and fast bowler Kagiso Rabada picked up 2 wickets each. 3 wickets taken by Barbadian-born fast bowler Jofra Archer placed the South Africans in a spot of bother in the reply. He picked up the big wickets of Captain Faf du Plessis for 5, Aidan Makram for 11, and Rassie van Dussen for 50. Here's a look at some of the highlights of the first innings.
Doesn't time it, but he finds the gap. It could be 4, it is. And that is 50 for the England captain, Owen Morgan. Oh, what a way to go to 50.
Down the ground and taken. An excellent catch from Aidan Markram.
Nicely played behind square, spinning away from him and finds its way to the boundary.
Bowled him! That is a massive blow for England.
Oh, good, very good. Faf du Plessis, the captain, out at long on. South Africa have taken a couple of good catches in the deep. Markram first of all.
And just like that, try and rotate strike, but unfortunately he's headed straight down the throat of long on. Another wicket falls. A very easy catch.
Gone. Hashim Amla, short third man. Stokes trying to scoop it over Amla's head.
And that's Caribbean in 10. Good afternoon.